And now here's John Kettley with his view of the weather situation.
Good evening to you. At least we managed to get the game of cricket started today down at New Road in Worcester, and Cromer reached 25 degrees, that's 77 Fahrenheit, so generally a much better day than it was yesterday. But on the satellite picture you can see that things look very unsettled still. There's a great swathe of clouds surrounding the country, and as the day has gone on, that cloud has drifted very gradually northeastwards. Now if we look a little bit further south into the Mediterranean, you can see that things are very clear indeed, and that's the perfect cue to look at the weather for the next few days over Europe. In fact, it's going to stay very much the same as it's been for a while now down in the Mediterranean, generally hot and sunny with temperatures into the 30s Celsius, that's the 90s Fahrenheit. Now over Central Europe, things are not quite so good, still pretty hot, 27, 28 degrees, but you will have to watch out for one or two thunderstorms over the next few days. Over Britain and Scandinavia there, things very much as they were last weekend really, rather cool and rather showery, so not too good close to home. Now on the Atlantic chart, the reason for all the unsettled weather you can see by this low pressure area out to the northwest of Ireland there. It's never going to be all that far away over the next few days actually. Lunchtime tomorrow puts it into that position up to the north of Scotland, and even over the weekend you can see it's up there over Scandinavia. We're still in this run of rather cool and rather showery winds across the country, but if there is anything to say about it, it will keep these frontal systems at bay down to the south. Now tonight we've got some showers coming across the country from the west. Northern Ireland and much of Scotland seeing some showers tonight, some quite heavy ones as well. Further south generally dry, but where the cloud does break for a while it will turn rather misty. Temperatures a little bit lower than they were last night actually. A few places getting down to about 9 degrees, that's 48 Fahrenheit, and pretty breezy up the Irish Sea. Now there's a piece of weather law that says that when the clouds appear like rocks and towers, the earth will be refreshed by frequent showers, and that's the way things are going to be tomorrow for northern parts of Britain in particular. A very showery day indeed. There will be some sunshine between the showers, but you'll have to watch out for them because there will be a lot of heavy showers, some thunderstorms as well. Further south over England and Wales, generally a dry, bright morning, plenty of sunshine around then. Maybe a little bit cloudy down around the Channel coast for a while. Come the afternoon, one or two showers breaking out over northern England and down this western side here, but central and eastern parts staying quite bright throughout the day, but little changing further north. Still a lot of showers around. Quite cool in the north too, 16 degrees is only 61 Fahrenheit with a rather chilly wind as well. Down in the south, 19 to 21 is about the 70 Fahrenheit mark. That's it from me then. I wish you a very good evening.
On BBC One in about 10 minutes there are cricket highlights from today's NatWest semi-final between Worcester and Sussex. And tomorrow evening on BBC1 Omnibus pays its second visit to the Proms and a performance of Stravinsky's setting of Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale The Emperor and the Nightingale. That's on BBC1 at 10:20 tomorrow evening. And of course Radio 3's live broadcasts continue from the Proms tomorrow evening at 7:30. And now a look ahead to some Open University programmes coming up over the weekend.
Programmes from the Open University this weekend include a history of the Museum of Modern Art and the role of its first director.
The design of the museum's display, what was exhibited and how it was described on the walls and in the catalogues, produced a way of looking at and understanding modern art, which has become standard in both art museums and colleges. What we take for granted, in the Tate Gallery for instance, plain walls, pictures hung in chronological and stylistic sequences, captions, a system of movable screens and flexible lighting, a maze-like plan of rooms or sections which construct a journey through art history for the visitor. All these were Barr's innovation, his means of physically situating the visitor in a selective version of the history of art.
MoMA will be shown on Saturday at 12:40. And a prize-winning programme from the Animal Physiology course.
It's only recently that we've begun to understand the energetics of flying in any detail. For large birds, taking off is difficult. Swans are among the heaviest of birds able to achieve a powered takeoff. They need a high airspeed if they're to get airborne. and high-speed landings present their own problems. Pigeons can manage a vertical takeoff and even hover briefly. But only the very smallest birds can hover continuously, and the hummingbird's lifestyle is a very energetic one.
Flying in Birds, Sunday at 12:40. Recruiting the unemployed as voluntary workers is critically examined by the Social Policy course.
In this programme we look at some of the special schemes in Northern Ireland which seek to use the unemployed in programmes designed to meet social and community needs with the active involvement of Northern Ireland's strong voluntary sector.
Historically, the relationship has been one of a very vital and energetic voluntary sector, reflecting certain divisions within the community and the historically laissez-faire attitude of the Northern Ireland government between about 1921 and 1972. Since 1972, I think the state has done a great deal to strengthen the delivery of statutory social services, but has also been very much concerned to enhance and to facilitate the voluntary sector in a variety of ways.
Volunteering the unemployed is at 8:55 on Sunday morning. And from Education for Adults.
One evening I was sitting beside the radio and I hear they was saying about this Jamal class. So I said to my daughter, which is the youngest, I said to her, love, I would like to go to that Jamal class. She said, well, yes, I advise it too. I think it's very good because we could all read together. I said, that's fair enough. So I went and I asked at the Advice Bureau, and they told me that I could come to 32 King Street and just walk in and ask. Then I came, and the reason why I was so interested, because if you can't read and write, then you know nothing. You're locked away from a part of the world.
Just some of the many programmes from the Open University this weekend. Check your Radio Times or CFAX pages 176 and 276 for details.
This is the Open University. Tonight we have a programme for the course Man's Religious Quest. Each Easter, pilgrims from Greece and Cyprus flock to the Greek Orthodox Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem and through the liturgy of St. John Chrysostom proclaim Christ is risen.